Right, just a heads up. If in this review I sound a bit groggy, I am currently getting over a cold, so this is just what you're going to get. Anyway, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. This was a 2023 film released in 2023 and a sequel to the 2017 DCEU film Shazam. Sorry, as I said. The film once again stars Asher Angel as Billy Batson, aka Shazam, a young teenage boy who, when he says the magic words of Shazam, he thus takes on the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury to become the adult superhero known as Shazam, played by Zachary Levi. Now, before I get into this review proper, let me give you my thoughts on the original Shazam. The original Shazam, I didn't think it was anything groundbreaking in terms of superhero movies, but I felt it was campy and classic, and I felt it did have the potential to become one of those unconventional Christmas movies that people would watch around Christmas time. I mean, you got your traditional ones like A Muppet Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life, Home Alone, but then you've also got the unconventional ones like Die Hard and Iron Man 3. I felt Shazam had the potential to be like one of those. This follow-up is not a Christmas movie, but I think it's still in pretty good fun. So, the film sees, once again, as I said, Asher Angel as Billy Batson, alongside his foster brothers and sisters, Freddie Freeman, played once again by Jack Dylan Grazer, Eugene Choi, played by Ian Chen, Pedro Pina, played by Gervan Armand, Mary Bromfield, played by Grace Caroline Curry, and Darla Dudley, played by Faith Herman. The group has pretty much settled into their lives as superheroes. However, Billy wants very much to try and keep them together, because he fears two things he fears. One, he fears that the family will start to drift apart and not work out quite so well as people start to go off and do their own thing. And the other thing he fears... sorry. The other thing he fears is that he is currently 17, and he worries that once he turns 18, the checks that are coming in to help support him as a foster kid, they will stop, and he is worried that his foster parents, Rosa and Victor, won't want to look after him anymore, won't want him as part of the family, which is, it doesn't want to happen, because he's come to like this family. However, the Shazam family have problems of their own when three gods basically come down trying to rain havoc. There's Anthea, played by Rachel Ziegler, Hespera, played by Helen Mirren, and Calypso, played by Lucy Liu. They're the daughters of Atlas, and they want revenge against the wizards and against the heroes of this world for kind of stealing the powers of their father. So it's up to the Shazamily to team up with the original wizard, played once again by Jimon Honsu, in order to try and stop Anthea, Hespera, and Calypso from taking over Philadelphia and ultimately save everyone from the havoc that they bring. As I said, I feel this had the opportunity to become an unconventional Christmas film. Well, the original one did. This was not a Christmas film, but I still think it's pretty fun. Most of the original cast return, both the children or the teenagers and their adult counterparts. The only one who really doesn't is that originally the superhero version of Mary Bromfield was played by Michelle Borth. However, this time Grace Caroline Curry plays both roles, and I think she does it well enough. With film in particular, unless you're the Harry Potter series, there is always going to be a problems of your actors kind of growing up and aging out the roles. And I do think that having that be a storyline here where Billy worries about aging out and not being able to see his family and trying to work well with them, I think he does pretty well here. I'd say my three favourite parts of the film were... Hold on. Sorry. I think my three favourite parts of the film, one is when the kids all swarm into the parents' bedroom in their superhero forms, and except for Pedro, begin kind of explaining that we're superheroes, and then Pedro just blurts out, "I'm gay!" And they're just like, yeah, we know. I just love that. We've reached a point in society where if you're gay, it's not that big a deal. I mean, they don't blind us with out of nowhere. They show us early on when someone's trying to get him to watch a sports match, I think it's baseball, and he just says he's just paying attention to a male model on a magazine, and it's just like, okay, yeah, he's gay. That works. That was one of my favourite moments. Favourite moment number 2 is when they're kind of having the chat in the car park, and Billy is kind of talking about how he needs to do this, and then Rosa just comes forward and asks that she wants to see his real self one last time before this. He transforms back into Asher Angel and then says to her, look, you don't have to keep me, I do understand. She's like, keep you? Like, Billy, you're part of the family. And just, I know that I personally am not a child of the foster system, so I can't really say this with great confidence, but I do like how we see that, yes, we do know that sometimes foster situations don't work out, but it's nice to see them when they do. And for a childhood where we've grown up with things like, as I said, Shazam, Tracy Beaker, and even Ruby Sunday in the latest Doctor Who, it is always nice to see when foster situations do work out. It's nice to see that. And I'd say my third favourite moment is kind of in partway through the climax. The family has to go and look for some unicorns in order to scare off the monsters that Calypso has brought forward. And I do like that when they're riding the unicorns into battle, Darla starts to swear like, yeah, taste the rainbow, mother, and then she just gets cut off, to which, as the youngest member of the family, I know she's I think she's supposed to be like 11 years old by that point, but just to have her kind of swear be cut off, I don't know, I found that funny. I do like the kind of arcs they did with the 3 villains, like Anthea being the one who's not really that keen on it and gets turned to the good side pretty quickly. Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu, both of these are good actresses, and I feel that you could have had either Hespera or Calypso be the kind of big villain in the end, and the other being the one who gets persuaded to turn to the good side. But I do like the way they went with it, with Lucy Liu getting to act her chops off being kind of the true villain, whereas Helen Mirren gets turned. I've also deduced by this point that I think Helen Mirren must have Screw You money, because this is an actress who was in Prime Suspect, who played the Queen, for heaven's sake, and you want to get Helen Mirren in for Shazam 2. Yeah, sure, why not? Sounds fun. I think by now Helen Mirren must be able to take any project she wants, and she read this one and thought, yeah, it sounds fun. So, yeah. With this film, as I said, I don't think it's as good as the previous one, but Shazam! Fury of the Gods, I think, is a pretty fun time, a pretty fun follow-up to the original. What are your thoughts on Shazam! Fury of the Gods? Let me know down below. We're not likely to get another follow-up to this film, given that they're now taking the DCEU in a different direction. It would have been nice to see, and it would have been cool if we could have seen Zachary Levi's Shazam meet up with Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam in a film, but that's never going to happen now. But, as I said, I found this enjoyable, if not quite as good as the original. What do you think? Anyway, until next time. Hopefully I sound a little better, but see ya.